This doesn't even look real. Like it flat out looks okay. It's got the real quality, but it looks fake. Like they got Joker, Miku over there. They got Minecraft. Sonic Racing Crossworlds is easily going to be one of the craziest games ever, I think. With the collaborations, it's nuts. And the funny thing is, there are Nickelodeon characters that have already been data mined to have collaborations as well. I assume Paramount was a part of this, but yeah, there's quite a bit more than what they unveiled here. And this was already crazy. We got a new trailer and all of that as it pertains to these characters, but we're gonna go ahead and tell you guys everything you need to know about the release of Sonic Crossworlds, all the information that came out today from the Game Fest, and more. Make sure you hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you're as hype as I am for Sonic Crossworlds. I'll be covering it here on the channel, as well as covering all of these Sonic games that are out right now and coming out as well going forward. So 99% of viewers are missing out by not being subscribed, and make sure that's not you. Anyway, moving on. Let's go ahead and talk about, again, some of the information. Huge shout out to Sonic City. They've got a nice little chronicle of all the information here as it went through live on the stream. So this was really, really huge, but this game will actually support cross-platform play. And they literally were like, oh, unlike another kart racer, like oh man, that was a shot, right? So that is massive. Leave a like if you're hype about that. I'd assume, of course, it will have the cross-save, all that stuff, but cross-platform play is massive. That is huge, and that is going to be a really, really big thing. We're seeing more and more games need that. Not to say come out with that, but need that, because it really helps. And really, when a game has an online functionality and is designed to be, you know, an online game, and they don't have it, I start side-eyeing. Like, bro, you know you need this. You know everyone wants this, right? Anyway, so moving on from that, it is actually officially releasing on September 25th. So the game is literally just a few months away. It is going to be here. I'd imagine there's probably another beta. I haven't really seen anything about that recently, but I feel like there probably will be before the release of that, but that is coming as well. Minecraft, as you saw, is a part of this. We do have the collaboration image with the characters. Again, there was a trailer showing those guys in action. Not the biggest Minecraft fan, but it is what it is. Miku and Joker are also coming. So Hatsune Miku and then Joker from Persona, not Batman. Joker looks dope though. He looks really cool. Look at him. And look at his cart, dude. It's Arsene cart. That's really cool, right? Unless it's a different person. Anyway, moving on from that, here's a look at the digital deluxe content. So another really cool thing with this is the pre-order bonus features the werehog and a cart for him, of course, but the werehog is available. So we also see that Minecraft stuff is a part of the season pass, which will feature additional characters and more as we go through. Of course, they're going to unlock the rest of the resources there. And if you pre-order the game, you can play 3 days early, which is it's like mandatory for a content creator. You can't wait those extra 3 days. But the pre-order bonus features the werehog, and he looks dope, man. I'm really excited about that. The digital deluxe bonus also features characters from Sonic Prime. We have 9 there. I'm really excited to play with 9. That being said, yeah, this looks dope, and I really want to play with the werehog. That's a really cool pre-order bonus. Now, typically when games have a pre-order bonus, people always wonder, well, where am I getting the character if I don't pre-order? They should be made available to the wider public at some point. I don't know. Every game kind of handles that a little differently. All right. And it seems like in the comments for this, most people were also really excited about the werehog. How do I get this without the Sonic Prime characters? You just don't buy the digital deluxe edition. I guess it just can't, because you'd have to pre-order the digital deluxe, right? I don't know. Moving on. I would personally want every character possible, right? I wouldn't want to skip out on any of them if available. Now, Sonic speeds onto all major platforms on September 25th, featuring over 23 racers, dimension hopping mechanics, extreme gear, and crossover surprises from Minecraft, Sega, and more. Full breakdown in the latest article linked in the replies. I will actually open this because I could have had it open at this point, but it does seem, for the record, that the Switch 2 version may come out a little bit later. So there's that, but I'll cover that a little bit more as we get to that point. But here was a look of the collector edition. I saw that it was being done by Limited Run, so limited run games is they're controversial. A lot of people like them, a lot of people don't. Like they're like, I don't know, it's weird. But quite a lot of stuff here. 24 foil trading cards on the left side. The pre-order werehog, DLC included in the physical release there. Digital Steam code by email, PC only, of course. Certificate of authenticity license card. They're so silly for that, man. The box looks cool too. Steelbook, Sonic and Shadow racing statues, the art book, Sonic rear view mirror dangler, and the King Boom Boo keychain, 2-disc soundtrack, stick on chrome car emblem, the R, oh my god, and a comic. They went all out with this, didn't they? They went all out for the collector edition. Did I say pre-order bonus? I think I said that, but collector edition, they went all out, dude. That is hype, yo. So extremely excited about that. You know, the producer was saying that they wanted this to be the next major title in the series that started with Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, and that meant breaking down franchise walls and offering players a racing experience that feels both nostalgic and new. I guess we're just kind of, you know, not worried so much about team racing, right? Team racing exists, right? Anyway, yeah, the werehog from Sonic Unleashed, they mentioned that. That's probably one of the most hype things here. Like, seriously. The standard edition will be priced at $60 USD for Switch and $70 on all other platforms. So that's just a standard release of this. And a Nintendo Switch version, Switch 2 version, has also been confirmed for $70. So the Switch 1, okay, so Switch 1 version is $60. Switch 2 version is $70 like the other platforms. It will also include a optional paid upgrade path for current Switch players. Okay. And maybe that's what the people were talking about with the Switch version. So there's that. But yeah, so that game is going to be quite expensive. You know, how do you guys feel about these like live service games still costing, you know, that much money? Because you still got quite a bit. I'd assume, I didn't really dive into it in the beta if they were even available. I'd assume there's microtransactions within the game a good bit, because it seems like most games have that. But this is like flat out a live service game. This almost feels like going to the store and buying Fortnite. Like that's what it feels like. And that's not me like denigrating the game or talking bad about it. It's not necessarily a bad thing. I just think it's kind of interesting. But trust me, we will be there. we will be there. Maybe I'm wrong on that comparison. You can let me know. That's a bit high, not Mario Kart high, but it's a bit high. I don't know how much Mario Kart costs, but yeah, that pricing is pretty interesting. I hope the game goes on sale. Found dead after a month. I went quoting the pricing. Oh my god, I guess people are pretty upset about the pricing. And maybe it's because of the things I said. Like, they're charging it like it's a AAA game, you know, just like a regular just AAA game. That's normal, I guess, but to me it seems kind of weird. Anyway, moving on from that, I think that's mostly everything. We do have some nice cut up oh my god, it's a close-up images. Yeah, look at that. Oh, that's clean. Oh, that's clean. So the Switch 2 version isn't going to be available at launch. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, so maybe that's what's going on, I guess, because the pricing difference, I don't know what they're doing. Maybe they're still working on optimization. You'd think they'd be done. They got 3 months to do it. Like, they've had longer technically, but yeah, at least the Switch 1 version will be, and you can purchase it, and that's probably why there's also that upgrade path, I'd imagine. It's just wonky when you make a game for both platforms. I think it's pretty wonky, and we see that sometimes with the other consoles too, right? And we had the other close-ups and the werehog. He looks dope. They cooked. Yes. Here's our first look at Minecraft themed course in Sonic Crossworlds. Yes, also, by the way, like I mentioned, the Nickelodeon stuff, there's like Bikini Bottom stage, all these other things. And this is why this game is called Crossworlds, is because they're going to do stuff like this. They're going to have it in a bunch of different worlds and just hopping around. And that's kind of what they're doing here. I think it's pretty dope and a cool idea. Here's a look at the Minecraft world, though. But again, not a big Minecraft fan. I can't really tell you much about it, but it looks cool. It looks cool, I'll admit. Here's a look at 2 new Crossworlds from Sonic Racing. Okay. And they've been doing a good job also of previewing the different stages and stuff coming to the game. 2Bro, I am not familiar with them, but they're having a Japanese Amazon exclusive collaboration. Special bundle includes the game and an exclusive t-shirt and a collaboration sticker. There's 3 more new courses coming to Sonic Crossworlds. And we also do have, again, the close-up of the Sonic Prime characters. I believe that's mostly everything. Okay. All right, guys. Hope you all enjoyed this video on the updates for Sonic Prime. Once again, huge shout out to Sonic City. I appreciate them for this, because without them, it would have been much harder to put all this into video format. But thank you so much, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Make sure you hit that subscribe, of course, like I was saying, and let me know what you guys think.